Everybody, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. In this episode, we're just going to be getting some items that I didn't initially grab, either because I forgot to, or just because I hadn't grabbed them initially. They're all pretty obvious. There's a heart piece and 2 gold scutulas, and we're just going to do that as quickly as possible, so I don't waste all of your time. Basically, if you didn't know, you're supposed to have 70 gold scutulas at this point, but we do not have that number. We have 68. So we're just going to run around and get 2 more gold scutula tokens, which is going to allow us to meet that 70 mark that we've been trying to get, which shouldn't take very long. The first one is super easy to pick up. Just make sure it's nighttime, and you can see that one on the roof. That's just one we hadn't initially picked up. Super easy to grab. Don't forget this one. Just make sure you don't miss it. I did miss it, and you should pick it up probably the time you come into the forest for the first time. It's so like when you get the hook shot and you come here for the forest temple, it's just pretty convenient to pick that up. Now we're gonna head back, and now we're gonna play the Serenade of Water because there's another one we've got to grab, and the heart piece we want to get is required to have the iron boots and nothing else. Now, I'm not 100% certain, and I'm probably completely wrong. I don't know if you need blue fire. I thought you did, so I said you did, but I might have been wrong, but I'm still kind of looking into that a bit. I'm pretty sure you don't, but I might be wrong. So we're going to put our sword away and become a child really quickly, and then we're going to play the Serenade of Water, and we're going to head over to, whatchamacallit, we're going to head over to Lake Hylia, which isn't very far away. Or, well, it's not that it's not very far away. It's super easy to get to. And this is also one of the only songs I'm going to remember how to play because it's so simple. My puny brain cannot understand more than 4 notes. And this one has 5, which, no, it is 4. I'm dumb. See? I told you. If it has more than 4 notes, I'm just going to forget it. And if it's longer than 6 letters, that doesn't even make sense. The water fills the lake. Shoot for the morning stars. I don't know. I've never figured out what this means. I think it means something about the gold scutula up there. But no matter what... Oh, never mind. I'm completely stupid. I forgot. So later on, there's an item we can get, which is, well, it's not the light arrows, but it's the fire arrows. And that will get us a gold heart piece right here. And that's important, as you can see, is like the fire symbols. So we're going to need to pick up fire arrows, which we won't get for a little while. But I just completely forgot what that hint meant, which is a little bit funny of me. But this basically is hinting at something later on, which is actually a really cool hint that I didn't even know existed. And now, we're going to go and pick up that heart piece that I was talking about. Again, all you need is the iron boots and a bomb. It's in a grotto. Pretty easy to miss grotto, in all honesty. But it's a grotto nonetheless. Again, I'm not 100% sure why they didn't just make the Stone of Agony. Not the Stone of... Is it the Stone? It's the Stone of Agony from Ocarina. Like, you know the Ocarina of Time, like the thing where you needed the Rumble Pack? Like, how many people actually had a Rumble Pack back when the Ocarina was released? That's an honest question. Because when I first played this game, it was on an emulator. I've never owned an N64. So I played it on an emulator for the first time. I played the original because the computer I played on was, funny enough, not even good enough to run Ocarina of Time 3D, which was crazy. So I played the original on an N64 emulator. And I just remember getting the Stone of Agony and it doing nothing. I was like, wait, what is this supposed to do? And then I looked into it more. Like, who had a Rumble Pack back then? That's an honest question. Like, it was like, what? I looked on eBay. You can own eBay and like Amazon. Right now, they're like $200. I was legitimately the cheapest one I could find, which is really funny. But apparently, their original price was like $20, $30. Who the heck's gonna buy that? It can't support that many games. Like, it's just built into most controllers nowadays, right? I don't know. I just thought that was kind of funny. So anyway, we're gonna get Epona because Epona makes your life 1,000, well, makes it like 20% more convenient. It's not really. In all honesty, Epona is a little bit underrated, especially if you played like the mounts. I just said like 5 times. In stuff like Twilight Princess and the Wind Waker, and I guess even Breath of the Wild to a certain extent, mounts are just so much more important. Even in Majora's Mask, in all honesty, it felt more important to use your horse. In this game, though, Epona just... it kind of feels useless to a certain extent, which kind of sucks, because it's a really cool idea, and it's novel that, oh, look, there's a horse. And I thought that was always really cool, but it's a bit sad that Epona just never really gets... Epona never really gets any, I guess, recognition, but no, that's not right. It's not important to get Epona. You never need it. A couple people think they're required for progression, but they're completely not. You can just use the long shot to get across the little gap between Gerudo Valley and the can't speak, and Hylian Field, or what the heck is the overworld called? How did I forget what the overworld was called? I don't know. Also, so basically, there's a not a heart piece. There is a gold Skulltula who's up here, and it's possible to get them without the long shot, but it is an absolute pain because you have to find like the perfect angle. So I'm not even gonna bother. But anyway, we're gonna drop down. And we're also going to make sure we equip this, because this is very important. And we're going to equip our iron boots. And now, important to note, the only item that can be used underwater is the, well, I mean, not even the sword, it's only the hookshot. So the hookshot is the only item you can use underwater, which is important, because a lot of puzzles are going to be solved with the hookshot, so just keep that in mind. And this is going to open up the dungeon, the next dungeon in the game. I hope you guys found this helpful. If you did, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace out.